All right, good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to our social studies class. I am so glad you are here today. I want to start off by showing you two pictures. All right, we've got two different pictures here. I want you to think about, what do you see in each of these pictures? What are some things that you see in these pictures? Okay, all right, you see someone shopping. That's right. How do you know they're shopping? What else do you see? You see someone with a shopping cart. Yes, good. You see someone holding a phone or a bag of chips. Okay, so they are buying things. That's right. What did you notice about in this picture? Yeah, it kind of looks like a factory. What are some clues that made you think it was a factory? Oh, yes, it looks like an assembly line. You see people making things. Looks like they're making bicycles in this picture. Well, let's look at these two words that we are going to work on today. We're going to learn more about producers and consumers. And here are our essential questions that we are going to learn today. We're going to answer these questions today. What are producers and consumers? And what are some examples of producers and consumers in the U.S.? We will be answering these questions today. So as you think about these pictures and look more at them, I want you to turn to your partner and tell that partner, which one of these pictures do you think is a consumer? Okay, so right now, turn to your neighbor and say, I think the picture of blank is a consumer, and tell them why. Okay, any ideas? Which ones did you guys think was the consumer? Okay, all right, now I want you to turn to your partner and tell them, which picture do you think is an example of a producer? And tell them why. I think the picture of blank is a producer because, all right, turn to your neighbor right now and talk about that. All right, so after they've had a few minutes, then we'll come back together, and I'm going to ask the class, boys and girls, what did you think about this? Who can raise their hand and share with me? Did you think the picture of the people with the shopping carts is a consumer or a producer? Okay, you're right. This is an example of a consumer. Why did you think this was an example of a consumer? Yeah, they are buying something. They have their shopping cart. They're at the store. They're buying. So they are consumers. And then, what do you guys think about this one? How do you know this is an example of a producer? Okay, yes, they are making something. They are making something that can be bought. So they are producers. Very good. Let's look over at our KWL chart and let's talk about what you already know. What are some things you already know about consumers and producers? Okay, and then we will talk about what you want to know, and I'll write down some different things of the students' responses of what they might want to know about consumers and producers. All right, next we're going to come back to the last section at the end, and we're going to talk about what we've learned about consumers and producers. But I want to share with you a few pages of this book called M is for Money. I'm not going to read all of the book today, but I want to read a few pages. And first of all, it says, an economics alphabet. I wonder what economics is. Well, I want to read to you the page for E. E is for economics. Economics is the study of how we get things we want and need, how we make and swap for goods, and why businesses fail or succeed. What are some words you heard in that story, on that page, that maybe you're not familiar with, or maybe words you do know? Okay, you heard the word goods. Okay, goods. What are some other words you heard? Want, wants, and needs. Okay. Wants and needs. All right. I'm just going to make sure this is still recording. Okay, I think it is. I'm going to check it really quickly.